So welcome back to another FIFA 19 Career Mode new features video. We've got an interesting article to read today, and I'm also going to be talking about other new features regarding the game mode. Let's get 400 likes on this video, and if you're new around here, I do a lot of FIFA 19 news videos, so make sure you tap the subscribe button and the notification bell to get all the latest news. So this is what the article says. It says, 2 of FIFA's most popular modes will go unchanged this year. Some fans have been worried by EA focusing so heavily on the addition of the Champions League license in FIFA 19, with basically nothing said so far about career mode or pro clubs. Now the company has confirmed to GameSpot that FIFA 19's career mode and pro clubs contain no new major features, with the bulk of the new content this year coming in the way of the expanded kickoff mode. And we sort of noticed this in the beta when the beta videos got leaked and stuff. We saw that there was no new features, but reading on, it says, in terms of career mode, we decided to make sure the experience with the Champions League was 100% authentic, and that was from the FIFA 19 lead gameplay producer Sam Rivera. When it's Champions League day, everything changes, there's a reskin, and that is our highest priority. So, like he just confirmed, the Champions League was the highest priority for the team, and if you watch some beta footage, you can see that the menu does change when it's a Champions League game or a Europa League game, but it doesn't really affect your experience in career mode. It just makes things a little bit more authentic, I guess, when you're about to play a Champions League game. But this is where it gets good, guys. They say, but we are listening to our fans. They have been requesting more stuff, bigger stuff in terms of career mode and in terms of pro clubs. There's discussions right now to see what can be added in the future. Well, I guess because the uproar on social media has been the biggest I've ever seen it. So they better be discussing something. But it says, we know it's a very passionate community. At the moment, that's all we're announcing for these modes. We are actively having conversations, listening to the community to see what else we can bring to these modes. Well, let's hope the discussions actually lead to some major changes to career mode in FIFA 20. I mean, the journey's going to be finishing. They have the template for press conferences from the journey. Just transport it over. It's not that hard. We just need some major changes. It feels like we've been playing the same thing for the last 4 or 5 years, but there are some incremental stuff this year that does make it worth it in terms of licensing and stuff. I know a lot of people are going to say that's not new features, and I do agree they're not major features, but there are incremental stuff that does make it a little bit different to what FIFA 18 offered. And then after the interview, EA apparently reached out to GameSpot to speak of 3 new features coming to career mode. These 3 features are new locker room cutscenes, the integration of Ultimate Difficulty, which was previously available in Ultimate Team only, and the addition of a star above your club badge if your team wins the Champions League. No new features of any kind were mentioned for pro clubs. I don't know why they did this interview. It's like literally shooting yourself in the foot. I don't think people got excited when they heard the star above your club badge. I mean, it's pretty expected, this sort of thing. Like, it's like saying, oh, we're changing the jerseys this year, that's a new career mode feature. It's not really career mode features. I mean, Ultimate Difficulty is nice, because Legendary felt a bit easy, but some people are saying Ultimate is still too easy, so maybe we're going to need sliders this year again as well. I'd be interested to see what these locker room cutscenes are like. Is it going to be like PES where the manager's doing the team talk before the game starts or before a big derby? So far, they're not in the beta, so we haven't seen nothing of that yet. I bet you it's probably like a dashboard animated thing. You know how they have those tiles? I hope it's not that. I hope they don't mean those dashboard tiles, because to me they're useless. I'd rather see actual cutscenes, but I guess we'll find out pretty soon. So those are all the things that EA confirmed themselves, but there are incremental stuff. I have a video already you can watch using the card. That'll take you there. I explain a lot of the incremental stuff that could get you excited for career mode this year, and I'm also going to be telling you about some other stuff that I haven't covered yet. Apparently you can now change international squad numbers. Not sure how useful that's going to be for everyone, but that feature is there for those people that like to manage the national team in career mode. And according to FIFA CM Network on Twitter, he reckons that unlike other FIFAs where bigger teams aren't as tough as they should be to verse, FIFA 19 has totally fixed that. Apparently Man City away is very tough. So you guys know in career mode, once a player reaches 30, he's pretty much an old man. The stats decline a lot, he can't run anymore. But apparently this year, players above 30 have more realistic physical stat declines. So things like sprint speed, stamina as well, are going to decline more realistically now, which I guess is a good thing because, you know, you do get a lot of players above 30 that do become useless in career mode, which is a bit of a shame. So I'm excited to see how this is going to work. Hopefully this is true. And apparently with the new dynamic tactics feature, you can now select the amount of players you want in the box during free kicks, corners and crosses, but you can't specifically select the actual players to do those sort of things. So obviously, like real life, the more players in the box, equals the more chance of a counter attack by the opposition, and the less players in the box will mean that there's less chance of scoring a goal yourself. So it's more of a risk versus reward thing, but it does resemble real life, so it'll be interesting to see how that works. I know this is more of a gameplay feature, but tactics are important in manager mode because you are controlling a squad. And I've also received photos from people that have the beta about League 1, which is the French league, having their broadcast package in the game now. So you can get the official overlays, the scoreboards, the lineups, all that stuff is going to be licensed. And you've probably already seen it on Twitter or something, but it looks really, really nice. And it's just something that's going to enhance the experience of people that do French league career modes. We also have new La Liga managers being added for the first time ever. This is because of the La Liga deal with EA. Now they're doing the full treatment, which is nice to see. And we have the Malaga manager, we have the Bilbao manager, the Valencia manager, the Real Betis manager, the Real Madrid manager, the Eibar manager, Sevilla's manager. We have Simeone, who comes from last year. And we have Villarreal's manager and Girona's manager. I'm not sure about any others. That's the only ones I've seen so far. But we could be seeing more. And I'm very happy that these managers do get added into the game. Because when you do a career mode, it's very nice to see the actual real life managers you're up against. And apparently when you get promoted or relegated in career mode, the league badge on the jersey is now going to change to suit the actual league that you're playing in, which is going to be good, especially when you're doing promoted teams and they still have their championship league badge on the jersey. It just doesn't make sense. It's a little thing, but it definitely needed to happen because it just got annoying to look at. And of course, when you win the Champions League as well, it does add an additional number to the badge on the shirt. And of course, you get a star now that when you win the Champions League, it gets put onto your jersey. So that was confirmed in the article today. So those were a few little incremental features that were announced for FIFA 19 career mode. But I do have another video, like I said. Check the card. It will take you to the other video that has a lot more different new incremental features. So please make sure you go and watch that video next if you're going to be playing FIFA 19 career mode this